onto your rocks, my friends. Full moon in Libra. Diving into it. Reading from Many Moons Planner by Sarah Faith Godesteiner. It's April 12th, Saturday. Full moon is occurring at exactly 5:22 p.m. Pacific time. So East Coast time, that's 8:22 p.m. I don't know, do the math. At exactly 23 degrees. All right, there's a lot to discuss here, and I know some of my friends, this resonates with some of you, and here we go. So an astrological breakdown of the Libra full moon. And this article was written by Jeff Hineshaw. Okay, the Libra full moon offers up much needed perspective. Occurring in the final week of Aries season, this Libra full moon is found at 23 degrees along the Aries-Libra axis, spotlighting the opportunity for growth between self and other, individuality and collaboration, birthrights and social justice. Following are some details about the potent influences in the skies for your contemplation, as well as a tarot ritual that ties the cosmic energy together. Okay, Chiron in Aries. This Libra full moon occurs on the exact day of and in direct opposition to the Chiron in Aries Cazimi. I told myself I was going to look that word up. I haven't yet. Whatever. Cazimi. Let's talk about it. Anyway, more than just the wounded healer, Chiron speaks to our ability to transform our trauma through intellectual, creative, and spiritual pursuits. Intellectual, creative, and spiritual pursuits. We transform our trauma. We have been on this journey of self-healing since Chiron fully entered Aries on February 18th, 2019. Where were we? 6 years prior to this full moon. With the airy, balanced perspective of the Libra full moon, there is opportunity for clarity on the larger storyline of Chiron in Aries. Themes such as confronting abandonment wounds connected to parents, government, society, standing up for your rights as an individual and how that connects to larger collective human rights, embracing healing around identity, masculinity, and assertiveness, the courage to embrace vulnerabilities and impulses around pioneering an entrepreneurial path of creativity and spirituality may all feel especially strong at this time. Have you noticed any of these themes in your life recently? I can think of a few of you, a few of my friends. You know who I'm looking at. Not me. No, just kidding. It relates to all of us. Okay, Eris in Aries. So, or Eris, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. It's E-R-I-S. The planetoid Eris, conjunct both the Sun and Chiron, also contributes to this energetic landscape. This is significant as it emphasizes both Libran and Chironic themes. A warrior feminine archetype, Eris is often referred to as the goddess of discord. Discovered in 2005, Eris demoted Pluto from a planet to a planetoid, roughly the same size as Pluto. Eris's orbit is outside of Pluto's orbit, connecting her with themes around deep recesses of the collective unconscious, particularly as it relates to feminism. Eris has been in Aries since 1920, the start of the women's suffrage movement. Since Eris is new to astrology, we are still getting to know Eris's energy and influence. In my own practice, I have deeply studied Eris and formulated my own theories on how Eris speaks in charts and transits. Eris's realms include, but are not limited to, the following: decolonization of minds and spaces, feminine and queer rebellion, racial justice, global collective movements, and the reclamation of indigenous wisdom. I have the cutest girl here. Yeah. 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 A major signature of 2025 is the long-standing Chiron-Eris conjunction. Starting around the spring equinox, these two outer planetoids will be within a 3-degree orb of one another for the entire year and through the first 5 months of 2026. This will be the first time Chiron and Eris join together in the sky since both of their discoveries. This Libra full moon in opposition to the Chiron-Eris conjunction amplifies the importance of this long-term transit. It reminds us of the strength that lies within, the power of embracing our authentic selves, and how imperative it is that we stand up for what we believe in. While Chiron speaks to the mentorships of therapy, Eris speaks to radical breakthroughs as a mean for creation. Typically, the Libra full moon is a time to find greater peace and balance, which still stands true. However, Chiron and Eris across the way declare no justice, no peace. How does your individual healing journey intersect with advocating for equality for all? Close out to both eclipse season and Venus retrograde. This full moon highlights some other important transits. As the first full moon after eclipse season, we are integrating the many shakeups and stirrings that presented themselves over the past 6 weeks. Venus, the ruling planet of Libra, finds herself in the compassionate sign of Pisces. Notably, Venus is about to station direct after a 6-week period of retrograde motion. This adds an extra layer of clarity and closure around matters of the heart on this full moon. Venus is also conjunct Saturn during this lunation, bringing a more grounded tone of commitment, responsibility, and boundaries when it comes to all forms of exchange. When Saturn is in Pisces, it speaks to sobriety, spiritual devotion, and karmic relationships. This is a time of careful examination of our relationships, urging us to establish healthy boundaries while fostering deeper emotional connections. How might you offer up greater compassion and forgiveness as you navigate your interactions with others? How might you forgive yourself? How might you forgive yourself? Neptune in Aries. The day after the Aries new moon on March 30th, Neptune entered the cardinal fire sign Aries. After having been in Pisces for over 13 years, the Neptune shifts signs. It represents a massive shift in collective consciousness, particularly as it relates to mysticism, spirituality, music, dreams, and culture. This is the first full moon with Neptune in Aries. Neptune in Aries indicates a roughly 15-year time period of fiery mysticism and individualized spirituality. On a good day, this may have individuals stepping into their power around their intuitive gifts. On a more challenging day, this indicates the rise of fake news, toxic individualism in spirituality, and ignorant beliefs. Discernment is needed. Meanwhile, all the Aries planets, Neptune, Chiron, Sun, Eris, look to Aries' ruling planet Mars, currently in the cardinal water sign of Cancer, which adds an extra dose of emotion. Deep karmic clearing and family-related intergenerational healing is also at play throughout the Aries season and are heightened on this Libra full moon. Overall, the tremendous amount of focus on both Aries and Pisces on this full moon encourages us to be bold in our convictions while also reflective. Wait before reacting and be conscious enough to know exactly what you are reacting to. Now is time to process emotions while also taking a stand. Create clear boundaries inside and outside. Close out long karmic cycles to be born anew. Seek support through song and prayer. Move your body. Drink extra water. Rest when needed as we integrate these more long-term collective shifts. Full Moon Tarot Spread. Before pulling cards, take some deep breaths. Do some gentle movement. And light a candle. Put your hands over your heart and state your current intention out loud. Draw one card for each question. 1. What healing opportunities are being awakened during this full moon? What healing opportunities are being awakened during this full moon? In what ways might I honor marginalized voices? In what ways might I honor marginalized voices? What lessons have emerged in my relationships over the past 6 weeks? What lessons have emerged in my relationships over the past 6 weeks? How can I tap into my intuition to boldly navigate the path ahead? How can I tap into my intuition to boldly navigate the path ahead? What actions can I take to protect my emotional well-being? What actions can I take to protect my emotional well-being? How might I invite greater balance and clarity into my life? How might I invite greater balance and clarity into my life? What is the overall message for me during this full moon? Take your time reflecting on their messages in relation to your intentions for this full moon. Journal insights and use this spread as a tool for guidance over the next few weeks. Revisit at the next full moon to see if more has been clarified. All right. Okay. My friends, may these transits, transitions, developments be soft around the edges, but impactful in the core. I love you. I love you. I love my friends so much. I'm so excited for friends to see me and Frida. Yes. Okay. Happy full moon in Libra. May balance come naturally. I love